The leader has just done a 143.40.
Yes, I'm very glad, Billy, that Twitter have let me out of Twitter jail. That was a nasty shock this morning. Right, let's jump in then, shall we? Massive welcome to everybody, those who are watching this on a VOD. There should hopefully be a nice timeline underneath in the video description over certain laps, whether it's my quickest lap or whatever. Alright, I need to change my brightness slightly, because I'm a bit bright. Just a little bit too bright. Acceptable. How's everyone? I hope everyone's all good. If you haven't already, chuck a like underneath, or a thumbs up even. Okay, first things first, I'm going to quickly get my setup. I should really start downloading my setups before we actually get onto the race, but that'd be too simple, wouldn't it? Get the overlay up as well. There we go. Right, so get the Honda. I'm going to maybe tomorrow debut a new paint for the Honda as well. Very tempted to completely change how my car looks. The Van Halen type of design may be going. But it's been a really good paint. In fact, it's probably been my nicest paint that I've ever done, made by hand. Right, how's that view for everybody? Everyone happy with that? They changed all the views around or something? This seems really, even more letterboxy than usual. No, maybe it's just me. I don't know. There we go. That seems a little bit better. Billy, how's your day been so far? My green screen's been a pain in the ass, to be expected. It's always a pain in the ass. Fortunately, the only way I can get rid of it is by making this brighter. Brighter. God, there's so much I need to change with this. 'Cause I hate the whole greenness behind me. I never had this problem with my old camera, so I don't know why I'm getting it with this one. Another 7 days to die since I got up. Nice. This shouldn't be happening because I'm supposed to be streaming now. I should be wasting my time on stuff like this. Oh no! Immersion ruined. Right, so I just need to turn the chroma key up slightly. That's a bit much though. I don't think I'm going to win this one, to be honest. Doesn't help that I'm wearing black as well. But anyway, I can only do so much, right? How was everyone? Let's get some
Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour. All clear on pit exit.
Just got to try and relearn the track, but this is such a nice track. So nice. I love it. It's good on this end. Fantastic. Hey, Flo. Good to see you. Good to see you as well, Brent. And Mr. Lockwood. Just see you enjoying the session as well. Nice. Literally, everyone just said hi at the same time there. You could not have all timed that any better. Let's relearn Interlagos. Tomorrow's video should hopefully be coming out the usual time, so... good to see you all here. Nice big curbs that we need to, this time round, take advantage of. We do already have a video of me doing Interlagos from last season, I think it was, or the season before. Definitely worth checking out if you can. Watch out, because that curb's nasty. He's on duty. Gotcha. Suppose he hasn't. I'm surprised he hasn't been taking his wheel into work with him. Racing at work. Setting up your bookcase. Ah, that sort of duty. Very important, the bookcase. Just go get a few laps in. My quickest lap I've ever done here is a 1:43.4, which looking at a few of the times so far seems to be par for course. And it's just a case, the first few laps are going to be a little bit bumpy anyway. It always is, as we relearn how to do certain corners. Just past 100. It's a deceptively slow corner, especially with the understeer for touring cars. But with Brazil, you have such big curbs. It'd be a shame not to use them. Doesn't have the track, otherwise I'd be setting my bookcase out. Fair enough. But it's a really good track. It's one of the most, I would say this is one of the most fun tracks to drive. It's great to watch it on TV whenever the Formula 1's on here, and driving it is just as good. And sometimes you don't get that with certain tracks. Look at Monza, for instance. I hate driving Monza, but watching races on it, it's great. Laguna Seca, I love watching races at Laguna Seca. Driving Laguna Seca, I can't really say I feel the same way. Especially in the GT3s here are actually really fun as well. The track is nice and wide. You get a lot of really long straights. So plenty of chances for overtaking with a slipstream, diving into corners. With touring cars, you could get a move started at the start of, if you look at the mini-map at the top, turn 12. And by the time you've reached turn 1, you're in a perfect position. Right, 5 seconds slower than I usually am. 4 seconds, sorry, slower than I usually am. That's fine. Just learning the track. It's going to take me another 2-3 laps to get used to it. I haven't seen much of the schedule this season. I know Magny-Cours is obviously on there. We did Magny-Cours on the stream on Twitch. So guys, if you're not already following on Twitch, check out the description underneath. Find the link and throw a follow on. Most Saturdays is when we do the racing stuff. Do F1 Manager most of the time on Fridays. Then if you like watching other games like RPGs and stuff, then Sunday is your sort of thing. As it's coming up to Christmas, there's going to be a few schedule changes, especially when I'm finally on holiday. But I'll let you know on the stream on Twitch what's happening there, or you can always go onto Twitter or Discord. Those are all underneath in links as well, whether it's their own separate links or under the link tree.
Sector 2 is
these streams on Monday
off the pace.
Are meant for two things. One, making me accountable for learning. They force me to learn, and also just to see how everyone else is taking the track, and hopefully it'll be a learning experience, not just for me as I'm relearning the track, but hopefully for you lot watching as well. Behind us we've got Sander. It's lapped at 144s. Not bad. We know we're capable of putting it into the 143s, so we've got a...
That puts you 4.2 off the pace. You're a second down in Sector 3.
Got to get it nice and slow there, so we have enough of an angle to turn into turn 2. And that way it just means that we can carry more speed into turn 3, which exit turn 3 is all about just trying to be as quick as you possibly can on that exit. Like I say, this is a very surprising corner, turn 4 and turn 5 as well, in that you can't take it as fast as you think you can. You have to really sort of control yourself. Same with this corner just here. As long as you hit the apexes, if you are defending from somebody, it should be nice and easy to do so. You need to not try and keep as tight as you can here. You can go back on the accelerator pretty early as well, because the track is that wide. Apart from this corner's it's not quite a hairpin, or as tight of a hairpin as you expect it to be, but you need to treat it like a hairpin. There's another one. Get nice and early. Try and use as much of the curb on exit as you can. And this bit's just all about planning your next move, seeing if anyone's going to try and take you on the slipstream. You can cut across this, just like they do on TV. That should be a 46 maybe.
Good lap. That's your quickest today. You're now 2.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is
2.7 off the pace.
Off the pace.
It's a lot off the pace.
Car left. Hold your line.
Wonder what that is. That's
Clear
the pit
left.
lane. It's a long pit lane. Oh, it's a monster. Is that Rob? It is. Ah, good old Rob. Right, so now that we know we're 2 seconds, we can start taking some risks. That was a rubbish corner though. See what I mean? It's just one of those corners that you can't go as quick as you think around it, because the understeer for touring cars will send you out wide. Same with this one. You do have to kind of try and do that corner in one go, in one fair movement. But Rob just there, we'll let Rob go.
Car left. Clear left.
Ruined our lap there, because I definitely took some weird lines into those corners. Got Sander just behind as well. And we've got Adolfo in second. Let's keep out here. Sander through in case they're on a hot lap. Give them a second or two so we don't get any slipstream, because if we get slipstream then we're potentially ruining how quick we can go around the circuit.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
But if anyone here does touring car and you have the track, jump in. It's a free session, it's completely open. This is here for you lot to practice just as much as it is for me to practice as well. The temperature's set as close to what we think iRacing are going to do as possible, so they've been set with the exact date and time in mind. Oh, we messed that corner up. We should have been second gear a lot earlier. Nice and tight. Use all the corner, use all the curb. That's not an off track. This is not an off track. That's just how much of the curb you can use. So make sure you've always got a tyre on the actual track. I thought you were going to say you were buying us all the car on the track. Imagine. I was actually very kindly gifted this track by
Sector 1 is
Meerkat
1.5 seconds
on
off
Twitch,
the pace.
so that's a thank you to him for that. I was supposed to be doing the GT3 and I ended up not doing the GT3, so it's just like, sorry about that. Yeah, we could do that corner so much better. We might have to jump in. I know we've just taken first gear, but second gear there. Get away with doing second gear here as well. Nice and early on the accelerator. Use that curb. We won't go all the way to the left hand side. I would probably go to the middle, slightly to the left hand side. Delay very slightly. You put your foot down because the left side of the track will suddenly come at you a lot quicker than you realise. And that's definitely not off track. Why is this not a slowdown? There's not actually that many slowdowns on this circuit. You'd be very shocked to hear. I'm going to take a wide line here just so I'm spending more time on the track before hitting that finish line. It's also a nice little divot just there.
P5.
Just before the 50, down to second gear. Let's get nice and tight just there. Very slight lift. I think if you time your lines just right there, you don't need to lift. The track is slightly warmer than it usually is. Even though this race is set in December, it's still really warm. Oh, it's a very, very warm track temp. I think I've got my track temps where the relative is in the bottom corner, and you'll see and you'll agree. You'll be like, this is a really warm track. I think it's going to be a really warm track anyway, so I've set it according to me starting a test session and jumping into that with the same dates and times as what's given on the service. So we've lost a second already from 2 of the sectors.
Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
2 little black dots just there. I usually take the first one that's there. Try and get onto that accelerator as soon as possible. It just gives myself a chance to carry more speed into that last corner, which would be so important in trying to keep people away from your slipstream. I'm Jen, I got my account locked. Yeah. No idea who it is. It wasn't like some company either. Like it was literally somebody didn't like what I posted and decided to report it. And for some reason, Twitter agreed with them. Weird one, that. Like the stream, boys. Wow. How are you today? It was a link to my Twitch.
Sector 1 is
a link to my Twitch.
off the pace.
It's me saying what I think what may have caused it, which made Twitter sort of like agree to what the report was for, is because I put in the words, what was it, free live stream, and it was advertising the World Cup. But I put in there free live stream reactions, and I think because it said free live stream, this is just me guessing, because it said free live stream on there, the person who reported it managed to put it through as the right thing to report it as, and Twitch were, sorry, Twitter were like, yeah, sure, counterfeit goods. I don't know why it's come up as counterfeit goods. I wasn't selling anything. Apart from, you know, entertainment. He's saying your names in an English accent. You know, the good stuff. Pass your G-test, fully licensed now.
P6 That's your fastest lap
does
today.
that
You're
work,
currently
then?
2.4 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6
Congratulations.
off the pace.
How does the license, like, fully licensed? So, is that a province thing? Like, each province has its own separate licenses then, or something like that? Pure guess. Off track.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
I remember you saying something about it before, like about licenses and provinces. That's the G test then, right? Right, let's get nice and tight there. Little bit of a trail brake, nice and early on the accelerator. Use the curb and we kind of went a little bit too early
The
there.
leader has just done a 142.88.
Here we go, we're timing it a little bit better now. We're still massively slow compared to everybody else, and for some reason we can't get the pace that we showed last season. We're 2 seconds off our own best time, which is insane. Like, how I've slowed down that much on this track. That's a wall. Right, let's get off the circuit because someone's about to come. Can't fit the live stream reaction. Yeah, it must have been. G1's written, G2 is 5 years on the road, G test fully licensed, can tow more, and yes, it's a province thing. Like, BC goes new, learners, and then something else. Okay. More you know. Right, I'm just having a look at this top corner. I'm the only Honda in this session at the moment, so I can't even sort of compare myself to another Honda. Oh, Ross is in the set. See, Ross is a really good person to watch the laps of because he actually does the setups that I use. The problem is he doesn't drive the Honda, so I'm gonna have to sort of like
The leader's just
do it
done a
through this.
142.87.
So this is Ross's laps. Trust I know yours is all drive and that's it. Yeah, so we have a provisional license as you're learning, and then full driver's license. Yeah, you're right, it's pretty much straight away. I do feel that there should be a retest for new drivers after like 2-3 years, and I'm sure they get, when you hit a certain age and get a lot older, then you do get more tests done then, just to make sure you can still drive. When it comes to other driving licenses, it's literally just all commercial vehicles and trucks and weights, like you said, towing more and stuff like that. So, but how you do your tests is similar to how our motorbike tests are then. So our motorbikes are kind of like, you got to do more tests so that you can get more you can go on more powerful bikes. But I think having a driver's license bypasses some of that, because a lot of there used to be a point where a lot of younger people were just getting the bike licenses for mopeds straight away. I won't be tested again until I'm 80. I'm staying off the roads in a hen. Let's get you thinking I wasn't licensed here when you came. Imagine. Oh, at least the quick people are making mistakes as well. Yeah, no, as soon as you said you passed there, I was just like, wait a minute. Right, so he's going past the 50. He's getting down to second gear. He's keeping it nice and tight, like I said, keep it really tight. A slight lift you can hear in the revs. Very slight lift. Full throttle all the way around. Now, I've been braking just past the 100 into third gear. Ross is currently in fifth. Third gear again, getting nice and tight in, using all the curb. That is enough to not be off track. So he gets himself round. See that little steward marshal thing just up there. He's going third gear. Right, so he's going third gear, keeping it even tighter around that corner. Giving himself more speed, going out as wide as he can, which opens up the corner a little bit more. He actually goes into first gear, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do. And then second gear there, even though that's, in my opinion, a tighter corner. But he goes as wide as he can, and into first gear here as well. Uses all the curb late. Doesn't use the whole of the track to open this corner up, because the cars are a little bit slower, so you can get away with it. And he uses so much of the off track just there. Cuts in, going as, once again, a late entry onto the curb. And then it's just all flat out. And I'll tell you what this lap time is going to be. My quickest lap so far is 1:45.5. I'm expecting this to be a 1:42. And if it is, then I'm just going to be like 3 whole seconds quicker. It was a 1:42.7, nearly 3 seconds quicker than me. That's why he's nearly triple my rating. Triple my rating and winning all the leagues that I keep bloody joining. Right, okay. You could be using a lighter setup as well, but I don't care so much about that. Okay, so that's how Ross does it. That was a bloody quick lap, and that wasn't even,
Pit exit's clear.
wasn't even
Stay behind
his
the white
quickest
line.
lap.
Disengage limiter.
No worries, Salva. I've got people thanking me for hosting the session. I say if there's anyone here who drives the touring cars, nearly hit the pit wall. Anyone here who drives the touring cars, join the session. The official sessions week 1 of the new iRacing season start tomorrow or tonight, depending on what part of the world you're in right now.
Has just done a 1:47.
So if you need some last minute practice where it's mimicking the session's temperatures, humidity, test out your setups, you can see how fast you are compared to everybody else, this is, in my opinion, the perfect time to do it. Track never really gets so busy that you're constantly going to be blocked by anyone. Not really the case. People are quite nice here, I hope. And when you want to get quicker, you can just watch someone else's laps. So they had that in first, didn't they? So probably going to take one more lap because the tyres are still going to be ice cold. I'm never going that wide, so that's not an off track. That's good, because then that means I can carry more speed into that last corner because I'm entering it wider. Okay, keep that in mind. Get the Civic round. You didn't see nothing. Second gear, nice and tight round. Open that corner out, going full throttle, and that's why you don't just go full throttle. You do have to lift slightly. Look at you go, right? How are we, Steve? Steve, you jumped into the session? Feel like doing some... Oh, you drive a Hyundai, right? You have the Elantra? Gotta watch out for that understeer. Him to beep the horn. Yeah, sure. Let's beep a horn. Let's beep a horn. Shit. Oh crap! I'm off circuit. It's fine. It's fine, guys. I'm a professional. I've got this. Beep a horn. Horn beep. I mean, I'm not searching for anything at all. 10 hours of cars honking. Let's do some honks. Warning, 10 hours of car horns. That's fine. Challenge, watch full video. No, I'm not doing that. Right. 9.99 hours to go. So Was that enough honking? No, you're at work. Fair enough, man. I don't think I've used the word honk for a long time. It feels weird coming out of my mouth. Right, so just through that first bit and not taking the right line, we've already lost half a second on a lap. Time for a donk. Give it a donk. Put a doink on it. British people will know that one. Put a doink on it.
Sector 1 is 1.1
rap
off the
song.
pace.
North Americans and anyone else in the world, do not search up the song Put a Doink on it. You will be traumatized. You'll think all our music sounds like that. So that was a bit better there. Nice and tight. Take care, Adolfo. Have a good one, mate.
Sector 2 is 1.3 off the pace.
Right, let's do a good lap this time. We're still like over 2 seconds off the pace, and I don't know how these lot are so much quicker. But everyone's driving the bloody Hyundai. I'm the only person in the Honda still. Let's try this again. I need to get into the 43s.
P8, you're now 3.3 seconds off the leader's pace. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
Much better. Still 3 tenths off low at the top. I'm aware that at least the people in front are like deadly quick people, like really high ratings, but I should still be kind of off track use.
Sector 1 is 0.6
I should
off the
still be
pace.
kind of keeping up with some of them, but it's 5th place that I need to overtake because he's got a lower rating than me, and I do not like being beaten by lower ratings. I don't call it what you want, but see, just that section there, losing 7 tenths. Because I'm doing this first gear thing that I saw the quicker people doing, I just don't think it suits me doing first gear. Just doesn't seem to work. Hey, I have a question. Team I'm in, we're looking for another driver for 24 hours of Daytona. To be honest, Daytona week, I'm focusing more on the Raw before the 24, the 2.4 hour one. Okay, nearly in the 44s, but I know where we went wrong, so... Oh, I had to massively slow down there. Ruined my lap already. See, iRacing have a good new feature now. Can't remember what it's called. The stop start, I think it's called, where you can finally start a checkpoint and retest a section of the track over and over, which you could never do before. You actually ruined the V8 hybrid.
You're a second off the pace in Sector 1.
I'll give it some thought, but the only problem is... Nice control there, we've got someone
The
that's
leader's
coming from
just
the
done
track, so we're going to go first.
142.49.
The only problem is, I'm going to be slow, and with my rating...
right.
What
Clear
rating
right.
is everybody else on your team? It's a great car, I really like the car. What rating is everyone in the team? Because I don't want to bump you lot up to a higher split. saying that, I did a Daytona race on Friday or Saturday, I think it was, in the Beamer. I sucked. Very uncharacteristically sucked as well. Trying to win a second car. Oh. Average 2k. Okay.
P9.
I'm trying not to actually hit the curbs because on the inside anyway, because I feel that could actually be slowing me down. I'm going to decline only because
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
I haven't had a lot of practice around Daytona, or I am going to be practicing touring cars around there instead. And especially with what happened when I was about to do a race with some people at Nürburgring, I just completely messed up the qualifying and didn't even get qualified for the team because I just couldn't keep a clean lap. Well, I need to work out that part of the circuit because if you look at the top, I'm losing like 0.75. Should not be happening. However, another Honda driver has joined the circuit. 6.6k.
1.4 off the pace.
Right, so third gear is not the one for there. Cannot get quick. There's something we're doing horrifically wrong here. I refuse to believe it's just the car. I'll do a hang on a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why have I got a full tank of fuel? As in a completely full tank. Is that why I'm slow? No, where's Rick? Have I got the wrong setup on? I've got the wrong setup on. This whole time I've been running the bloody Laguna Seca setup. No wonder I'm so bloody slow.
The car ahead has
because
just done
I'm an idiot.
144.73.
You can all laugh now. Oh my god, that explains everything. Right, let's put the qualifying setup on. So that means for the whole first 40 minutes of the stream, I've been using the completely wrong...
The pit exit's clear. Limiter's still on. Disengage it. Very little fuel left. Box this lap, please, Jay.
The face you make when you realise you've been running the Laguna Seca IMPC setup for the past 40 minutes. You can all call me an idiot now. Right, I'm expecting to jump straight into the 144s now, next lap. Like, no questions asked. Look at that, I'm already getting a green at the top. But I'm a nice guy. You tell me to go faster all the time, mate. No man, it's not bad until you start a race on a quali setup and run out of fuel. It's happened. It's happened. Unfortunately.
We're running on fumes, mate. Hit this lap, in this lap.
Got like 3 laps left. calm down. Yeah, I think on my on the YouTube I've done a video. I don't know if it was the Christmas video at Watkins Glen last year, but I actually started a 30-minute race in the pits because I forgot to change my setup.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Just remember, guys, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up on the video. Thank you to everyone who's been in as well so far. We've been hitting double figures, which we don't always get for the YouTube streams, but a bit quicker. YouTube is master race. Both have their good and bad points.
The leader has just done a 142.39.
Nearly too much there. I'll support the pup. Have a good evening. You as well, Rick. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Appreciate it.
P11, that's your quickest lap in this session. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Too much. Skidded off to the side. Still in the 145s.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
They are, but I'm just trying this on the qualifying setup, just to get used to the different parameters. Like I had the Laguna Seca set up on for all the stream I've done so far, so I'm just like, oh crap. But we've got the right setup on now, so just getting used to any difference in braking points. Then we go through the race setup again.
142.34.
I know, but I've got cold tyres, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. But at least now the telemetry at the top is sometimes going green, which I wasn't getting before. Track's a lot warmer. This is my all-time optimal sector, so I'll need to change and just do a lap comparison.
2 litres remaining. That's your best lap in the session. That puts you 2.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
I think we're going to run out of fuel, but I love this track. This is an amazing track.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
I love watching races on this track. I love doing hot laps around it.
The leader has just done a 142.31, 1 litre remaining.
Just just kept it on there.
Sector 2 is 1.1 off the pace.
It's a much quicker lap though. Much quicker. I think we'll go run out of fuel though.
Yellow flag.
There we go.
8th place. Good lap. That's your quickest
Much
so
better.
far. That
Much
puts you
better.
2.1 off the leader's pace. You've just done a 144.39.
Starts tonight here in the US. Yes, about 7 or 8. It's 8 in the evening, right? Starts. For you lot. Right, now that we've got the right setups on. See, Isaac is doing a 142.9 at the moment, so... Hey, Habib's in here. Right, so this is you, Honda driver. Going in third gear. So he's going first gear as well. 7. Oh, so that'll be midnight here then, so it'll be 1:45 in the morning. That Tory car starts. Right, they're not throwing themselves into the corner as much as I am, so that could be a big difference. So 144.3 is the quickest we've done so far. We could definitely go quicker. I just want to see what Isaac does here, especially on the first couple of corners. Jesus, that was close. Try not to turn too sharply so the understeer takes control, so okay. That's just on a 142.3. Third, just very slightly on the curbs, very controlled. Gets herself all the way round. Third. So a lot of the curb just there, down into first. Back into first. Another first. Yeah, I rarely go into first gear on these cars. Seeing what Isaac's about to get here. Could be moving up into top 2. That's actually fractionally slower. Okay. I understand what he's doing a little bit more. Let's give it a shot.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
See, this would be a great place for him as a Michelin pilot. Very damage is off. Right, him as a Michelin pilot would be perfect here. The track's wide enough to have that many people on all the different classes. Plenty of room for all the GT4s to get past. But yeah, they're going into first gear here, and I just don't feel as quick using first gear there. Hey yo, how are we? Well, I've spent a ton of time here for IVRA. Wasn't keen before. IVRA. Which one's IVRA? No worries, Rob. Take care, mate. Just let people know. Got my link just there for everybody. Just trying to get a lap in. I found this a really difficult track to get used to at first, and then yeah, just when you practice it and you start nailing certain parts of it, you do learn to love it eventually. IVRA is Porsche Cup GT4 TCI Endurance League. Oh my god. Use first for rotation in the infield and then short shift on exits. Okay. Need the tyres to warm up a little bit as well.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
I have to use that to break the slipstream. If the tyres were warm, I would have got away with that one. Okay, felt a little bit better. I need to stop with the whole feathering the throttle a little bit after hitting the apex. I'm being too careful with the corner exits, I think. An entry rather than the higher revs and exit. Right, gotcha. Okay, cool. Thanks for your advice on that one. See, I was getting nice and quick through there, like only like 2 tenths off my quickest time, and now I've gone to complete crap for it. It's fine. I'll get used. I'll get back used to it again. That's enough. Okay, fine. It feels weird. It does feel really weird when I try it. I'm just not doing it right, and I think it's the second one. Better exit out of there though, which I haven't always been getting. Right, so nice and wide, so we're spending more time on the track before.
Okay, Jay, there's a car exit in the pits, heads up.
Successfully before 9. I'll jump on. Yeah, I'm about to say, finishes at 9, the session. Stream, I'll probably be going for another half hour maybe. As there's no damage on the car, I can literally just use up the whole tank.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
I just want to get in the low 43s. Never gonna get into the 42s. at this rate. I think on this one, this session, but you won't see me then. No, I probably won't. That's why I'll probably just end up watching watching one of the Craig Setup Shop videos for it. Probably be able to see it through there because it's Ross who does those anyway, so.
Sector 2 is 1.2, off the pace.
So yeah, a 143, then less than 0.5. That's my aim for today. So look, it's number 151 that I need to perhaps watch out for on the officials tomorrow. We end up meeting at the same time.
That was a 145.00.
That's a rubbish first corner as well. Ruined my whole lap just through there. Hey Luxury, how are we? They do, but a lot of the time, you gotta try when you finally turn into a corner not have that much brake.
P8.
And with the touring cars and front wheel drive, it can be a real challenge to try and get that discipline. That's why a lot of people, especially if they drive a lot of GT3s, won't really touch these cars too much because you do need to approach the corners and how much pressure you put on the throttle and brake a lot differently. They're missing out. Every single one of them are missing out. I'm still doing terrible. I'm going to try it back my way again after this lap's done. P-Cup. Oh yeah, you know what, I can imagine with the P-Cup. I do still drive it every now and then, but I never expect to gain anything from it. Right, let's go back to driving how I was driving before. See, if you don't watch my last time I was at Brazil in the touring cars, it was a pretty good defensive race for me, I reckon. I learned a lot on the job that race on like how to defend certain situations. I was put under a lot of pressure quite a bit, and I did think I was borderline like hard blocking in some places, but apparently I did alright, so I just brought it. I hope it's good this season. Oh, what's that for the Porsche Cup? Porsche Cup has a good following. Ah.
Sector 1 is 0.8.
Open wheel main.
Off the
Let's
pace.
try something different, and I like the no traction control ABS. Yeah, to be honest, Porsche Cup's kind of perfect for that. Plus the Porsche Cup actually sounds really nice as well. Like, it's a really nice, really nice sounding car. So I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. Does still require a little bit of discipline, but if you do a lot of open wheel, then I know for a fact a lot of the open wheels are quite a challenge to brake for as well, so slightly better exit, still slow though. Isaac, I was thinking the same thing until you came on, and I think someone else came on in Audi. Yeah, Salva. It has literally just been all Hyundai, and I'm just like, oh, here we go. Here we go. I bet people have been watching that track sim video, the lap guys, and thought, yeah, you know what, I'll just use this car. I'm struggling here this time round. I'm usually okay at Interlagos, but I'm not doing well today. I did watch one of your laps for a bit, Isaac, just to see where I was going wrong, and then I just realised, it's just like, wait, I'm not Isaac, I'm not that quick. Well, first race of the season, I do usually do a little bit different with car selections, but I don't think I'm going to do it this time around. Ah, the understeer. Doing some practice on Rudskogen. Somehow I was P1 for the finish of it. Nice. It's always a good sign. What rating are you again, Luxury? Just 3 Elantra laps. It's a ridiculous difference. I'm not looking forward to parts of tomorrow's race, but participation this season or last season for touring cars was so good compared to what it was after season 1 last year. So hopefully, though we are going to get a lot of, I think we're going to get a lot of first-timer touring cars in tomorrow, especially for week 1. I think this is going to still be a really solid week. I'm still good. This isn't like IMSA Michelin Pilot. Once again, just approaching the corner, too much speed, understeer just takes me all the way out. 2.6, nice. Nah, you'll be fine at the P Cup. I think you'll do fine. Well, we've both we've had plenty of practice at that course already. Still good I didn't push you harder on that race. I should have done it, but no, it was a good first few corners. Yeah, I'm just imagining seeing this course. You've just been like, yeah, I've done 30 races here this week. I'm probably going to be on low P Cup. iRacing should be fixing the BOP. Is there any official word on that? Ooh, that's going to be an off track. Yeah. Taking time off work for that week. Jesus. It's going to throw me off for another off track. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not getting this first gear. I'm just not getting it. I seem to be personally a lot quicker doing those corners in second gear. I just can't wrap my head around it. Because of it, I'm going to really bloody struggle, I think, this week. By the way, what wasn't struggling was the views of the last video we did with the Toyota GR86. So thank you to everybody who's thrown a view over to that, chucked a like on it as well. You've helped me out massively with the discoverability on that. And I think for the GR86 it is actually going to be the new DIR, I think. So that should be good. There we go, bit more calmer.
Sector 1 is 0.7
There we go, that's much
off the
better.
pace.
I was using second for race laps, I used first for absolute pace. Yeah, what I'll have to do then for some of those corners is just open up the corner a
Sector
little bit
2
more
is
than if I'm going to
1.2
use
seconds
second.
off the pace.
Right, so apart from sector 3, which was a whole half second off, a whole half second, I know what I mean, which was half a second off, needs to cut turn 8 a lot more. Gotcha.
You're now 2.3 seconds off the pace. Your lap time was at
Reaching off the
144.58.
tyres. Turn 8, right, gotcha. Entry into that corner was just far too wide. I need to be positioning myself so I'm already kind of taking that corner. Got to hug that left hand side to open up turn 2 a little bit more. Done the same there, you can hear the tyres screaming at me. Jay!
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
More screeching, but it's fine. That's actually opened up that corner a little bit more, but at least it's not half a second though, so it maybe go on the accelerator a little bit sooner there. Good, thank you.
Okay, Jay, you've used half your fuel.
Use that curb because of the understeer send me out. Out, not out. Out. If I'm behind anyone tomorrow, then at least I got this and 1 or 2 other points in the track that I can use the slipstream. Right, let's position ourselves aimed a little bit more to the middle of the corner. Opens that a little bit more. There's an apex there somewhere, I swear. Let's get better at that one. Need to watch a few vids on that. It's what week 13 does to you. Week 13 just makes you forget nearly everything.
You're a second off in Sector 1.
A whole second off. Too early. Way too early. Way too early to be going back on the bloody throttle. Not happy about that one either. I'm off. Good luck in the races this week. Yes, mate. If you manage to get on, you too, man. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for the bits of advice as well. Always appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your night, mate. 19 people have joined the session so far. Made that 20 now, so good, decent amount of participation so far. Go. Got more karma. Just concentrating a little bit more on this lap. Much better on that corner. It's better. We entered the corner with a lot more speed than usual. I honestly thought I was going to be an off track there. We got lucky. 33 incident points, that's fine. That's an average of 1.1 per lap. 144.3 is my record so far.
That's your best lap in this
Fractionally
session.
quicker.
Yellow flag. Caution. Sector 3 is 0.44 off the pace.
Fractionally quicker. Well, we're around similar pace to somebody else who's 2.4k, so at least there's that. Get one more lap round. How much fuel? Got 7.9 laps of fuel left, so it makes sense that we go until our fuel goes. Then we'll probably call it time there. Just need to get into that 143s now. My original plan of getting into the early 143s is going to have to be scrapped as we attempt to just get into the 143s in general. It's literally going to take one corner is all it's going to take, I think. T1? I think it is going to be T1. I absolutely agree with you. Some demons out there. Right. Let's hope you go to point 2. It's going so slow. It's better. That not so
Sector
much,
1 is
but
0.6 off the pace.
0.6. Oh, that's horrible. Hearing that. Right, carried a little bit more speed into that corner this time. Seems to have worked decently for us so far. Much better than a second though. No, you're absolutely right. go. That definitely felt a lot better. This could be the one.
You're currently 2.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.34 off the pace.
6, 7, 8. There we go. Much quicker. Did mess up on turn 1 though. Well, what a lot of the quicker guys are doing, which I'm not always doing, is going down to first gear for the engine braking and for better rotation. And especially on a curvy circuit like this, it's definitely useful learning how to do it. Fortunately, I can't get my head around it a lot of the time, so I'm still taking a lot of these corners as if it's fucking GT3. Oh god, I just swore on stream. Damn it, I can't bloody monetize this now. Joking, I'll still get away with it. Cancelled. Not again. Boy, I thought you've been banned from Twitter once already today. No, I don't need it anywhere
Jay,
else.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Yeah, there's a lot of the quicker guys trying to use that engine braking and the lower gears to get that rotation into the corners. It seems to be working out for them great. What for? A link. Just a link to my Twitch and how I worded the going live. I think that's what it is, but it wasn't a bot that got it, it was a person. So it's either that or someone just wants to make my life horrible. Make it nice and miserable. I'm innocent. Completely innocent. Good Christian boy. Nice and innocent. That's going to be an off track.
Sector 1 is 0.48 off the pace.
Yeah, my link was in a tweet that was a reply to my main tweet. So my main tweet doesn't have any links on it or anything like that, but my reply does. And that's one that got hit. Someone's out to get me. Doesn't bother me too much, to be honest. Just concerns me that it's actually happened, you know? Not me. I didn't even blame you, Taladia, but now that you've said that, I'm gonna #1 suspect right there. How are we, Taladia? To lose that pace again. Jay, no better way to create drama. It's better. It's much better that corner. Much better that corner, look at that. Needs to be cutting that corner a lot more. Hold around turn 7. It looks painfully slow in this car. Being that tight works better with the understeer that I get from the car. What you saw there was probably around that range of most speed I could put on there. These front wheel drive cars are painful.
You're
when it
now
comes to
2.4 seconds off the
understeer.
pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
You know what? That's going to be... I think that's only going to be a 10th off. Got hedgerow in front. Please let me through. Thank you. Cheers. Well, you got to have, like I said, discipline and patience is key for these cars.
Alright Jay, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Half a second there. Got 2 more laps left after this.
That's your quickest lap in this session. You're currently 2.0 seconds off the leader's pace. Sector 3 is 0.27 off the pace.
Let's go back down to 0.2 hopefully. Even lower than that actually. Better, apart from the exit to that corner, but I think that's a heat problem more than anything. That felt quicker through there. Nice and tight.
P7. Very little fuel left. In this lap, box this lap, please, Jay. That's your fastest lap. You've just done a 144.12.
Come on.
2 litres left.
This should be the last lap. Right, I decided to slow down a lot more for that corner so then I could get on the throttle a little bit sooner. And by the looks of it on that time at the top, that's helped massively. A little bit the engine brake there. Short shift up a little bit quicker. It's not helped because the Honda can be horrible if you short shift too quickly. It's generally a lot weaker in the gears around 3rd and 4th. I think for Daytona, when the raw comes along, it'll be great. But I don't know, there's
We're running
especially
on
tracks
fumes, mate.
with
In this
a
lap,
lot of
box
curbs.
this lap.
It's horrible. Painful.
One litre remaining.
Yeah. But 144.1, it means tomorrow's video we may struggle. But depending on participation, it could still be a decent amount of iRacing. We'll just have to
That puts
wait
you
and see.
2.3 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is
A massive
0.33
thank
off
you
the pace.
massive thank you to everybody who has stopped by. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up underneath the video. The more of those we get, the better. Check out all the videos we've done this last two freaks as well, not just for iRacing but for R Factor as well. The no touring cars on R Factor are getting pretty popular as well, so definitely check them out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out the Twitch, everything else like that in the little links that are underneath in the description. We are going to do and follow the quickest lap of the race, which is from Ross. He's currently in a Hyundai. Hyundai is, by the looks of it, is probably going to be the car of choice for a lot of you. If you have more than one touring car, it looks like, just with how much easier they seem to be with rotation. I might even do the Veloster tomorrow. We haven't decided yet, but yeah, Hyundai are the way it seems like, unfortunately, unless they do a new bop at some point, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I've been Jay. You lot have been amazing. Look after yourselves, but most importantly, make sure you also look after each other. Let's get on to Ross's quickest lap. Rewind it from there, and I'll see you all next time, hopefully in the video tomorrow. Good night.
The guy behind has just done a 144.13.